So during COVID, I gathered up lots of scrap wood around the farm and I built a secret hut for my daughter. I'm just going to do a bit of strimming, which is a pathway over to where the trees are planted, because when it gets wet the grass gets soaks you just going to the trees. But I'll also show you the secret hut. Here we go. So you head down the back of the sheds. We're going to cross a bridge, and I think my daughter has named it Troll Bridge. So we just put down a few planks over a shuck. So here we are, crossing Troll Bridge, and during the winter the water gets up to about here. It gets up quite high. So this field, I think my daughter has called it Fairyville, and there's lots of, I think this is meadowmead, I'm not sure what the name for this is, but I know if you mix it with honey you can make mead. So I must try that. My brother's got, he has a honey hive, so I must try that. So I'm just walking along here, heading over towards the trees. I'm just going to take a slight detour and pop in and show you the secret hut that I built my daughter out of scrap wood. So if I walk straight ahead, I can go through the hedgerow into the trees. I'll do that in a minute. So I'm just heading over here. It's a little enclosed area. Designed for a 7-year-old. So here is the hut. You can see a beer bottle where we camped out here one night, had a bottle of beer. So yeah, this is all scrap wood, with the exception of I bought some plywood to finish off inside, because I had no wood with a smooth finish. As for the glass, that was out of a wooden structure that was sitting on the lawn that I took down. And there's a glass skylight. And that was a broken window from the house when we were doing renovations. Oh, and I made her a little obstacle course. This was my present to her for her birthday, her 7th birthday. It's got some old telegraph poles, a little balancing thing, and of course mandatory swing. I must show you the grass cutter swing we've put in place in the main lawn. It is just awesome. So yeah, that is my daughter's secret hut. Shh, don't tell anybody. So here are the trees. Here is walking into the field we've named Woodstock, because the previous owner had built some wooden structures. The previous owner had built some wooden structures and he was trying to get a festival going. So they're all gone, which is where a lot of the timber came for that hut. So we've named this field Woodstock. And we go to the next field here beside it. This field has been named Catkins because there's a lot of hazelnut trees growing wild around the borders, which is good because it gives me a source of pollination. It also tells me that trees will grow here. The only variable now is has the stock that I bought, is it going to yield, or have I bought lemons? Have to find out. It was planted in February this year, so if there was any attempt to pollinate, it wouldn't have happened because I was knocking the trees around, planting them. So hopefully the first sign of nuts will be this time next year. So this field is Catkins. And the field on the hill behind, we call that Big Dog, because in Fermanagh there's a small mountain range called Big Dog. And if you're a cyclist, which I am, going up it requires a fair bit of effort. So that's the highest point on the farm, Big Dog. Up beside Big Dog we have the shed. We call that the doghouse because I don't really approve of this, but it was used for breeding pups. Thankfully, no longer serves that purpose. So it's a good shed. Hope to put it to use for the production of the nuts. So yeah, that is an introduction to some of the fields and the secret garden, secret hut. But remember, shh, somebody's phoning me. So that was the carpenter. He's coming up to carry out some, he has to finish off some work in the house. We have skirting boards and doors to go on. So I guess if he sees me walking around the field with a big camera, he's going to think I'm a right plonker. So I'm going to put that away. And yeah, look, if you're interested in organic hazelnut farming, organic produce, just rural life, what it takes to start a farm from scratch, you're in the right place. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, ring those bells. Good luck.